Hello, you are welcome in online series of machine design. Myself, Namisha Goswami. In this lecture, I am going to discuss about bearing characteristics number, bearing modulus, Sommerfeld number, and coefficient of friction, which are very important parameters used in design of your sliding contact bearing. Okay. So first of all, bearing characteristics number. Okay. So what is bearing characteristics number? So it is denoted by Z and by P. So we know Z is your viscosity, N is your RPM of your shaft, and P is your bearing pressure. Okay. So the factor Z and by P is termed as bearing characteristics number, and it is your dimensionless number. Okay. P is your bearing pressure, which is given by load per unit projected area, and projected area is given by L into D. DL is here your length of bearing, and D is your diameter of your journal. Okay. Next is your bearing modulus for journal bearing. Okay. So what is bearing modulus? So you can see here in this diagram. This is very important diagram. You can see here there is classifications which we have already discussed in last lecture. Classification of bearing on basis of thick film lubrication, thin film lubrication, or zero film lubrication. So okay, so here there are three regimes are already defined, or we have separated. First is your thick film lubrication, second one is your thin film, the second one is your partial lubrication, and third one is your thin film or boundary lubrication. Okay, so we always design your bearing in the range of thick film lubrication. We will never go design, or we will never do the design of sliding contact bearing in partial lubrication region or in thin film boundary lubrication region. Okay, so come to the point, bearing modulus. Okay, so when at the point of A, where you can see in this diagram, at point A, coefficient of friction is minimum. Okay, so at that point, the value of Zn by P is known as your bearing modulus, and it is denoted by capital K. Okay, so this is known as your bearing modulus. So this is your graph between coefficient of friction and Zn by P ratio. Okay, next is your next is your bearing modulus for journal bearing. Okay, so we have seen that at point A there is minimum coefficient of friction occurred. Okay, so bearing should not operate at this value of bearing modulus. So that I have already explained. We will design bearing always in thick film lubrication when coefficient of friction will be minimum. So we will, it is not suggested that it should be, or bearing should be operated. Okay, so at this point, if we will increase the pressure of oil film, okay, so if we will increase pressure at point A, so what will happen? So oil film will be break out and metal to metal contact may be occurred. So that's why for designer it should be considered that Zn by P should be equal to 3K, or you can say that K is equal to Zn by 3P. Okay, so first parameters is very important. Zn by P value for design purpose is always considered this is equal to 3 times of bearing modulus. Okay, so what is K? So K is find out. I have already underlined this line because this is very important point in design point of view. Okay, here K is obtained by finding out Zn by P from design data book of particular machinery. Okay, so how we will find out K? K we will find out from the standard data from the design data book. Okay, and we will then we will equate this Zn by P should be equal to 3 times of your K. So this is the basic procedure. Okay, if we will use higher loads, or you can say that heavy load or fluctuating load, that Zn by P should be equal to your 15 times of K. Okay, so this is the condition which decide whether bearing is operated as thick film lubrication or thin film lubrication. Okay, so now see what are the condition for that. Okay, so from now after calculating Zn by P from given data of design parameters, so Zn by P will be calculated. If Zn by P calculated is greater than your bearing modulus, then it is known as your thick film lubrication. Okay, if Zn by P is less than your bearing modulus or less than your K, then this is the reason of your thin film lubrication. So this is very important. So we always design your sliding contact bearing in first case. So this case should be fulfilled by your design value. Zn by P should be greater than your K. So this is the reason of your thick film lubrication. Next is your coefficient of friction. Next is your coefficient of friction. So what is coefficient of friction? So this is very important parameter in designing of bearing, and it have very great importance because it is used to determine the loss of power due to bearing friction. Okay, so due to friction, heat may be generated, and due to that heat, power loss may be occurred due to heat generation. Okay. So this is very important parameter. So it is from different types of scientists did the several experiment, and they have found out that coefficient of friction for a full lubricated general bearing is function of basic three parameters. So first parameters is your Zn by P, and second one is your D by C, and third one is your L by D ratio. Okay, so these three parameters have very importance of in designing of your sliding contact bearing. So Zn by P, what is Zn by P? So Zn by P, we know this is your bearing characteristics number. Z is here your viscosity, N is your RPM of your shaft or rotating or moving element, P is here bearing pressure which is given by load per unit projected area, D is your diameter of your general, and C is your diametral clearance. So and L is your length of bearing, and D I have already explained, this is your diameter of general. So by using in design data book, these all values will be given for different types of bearing, so we can directly take these value from there. Okay. So coefficient of friction is basically function of these three parameters. So coefficient of friction is function of Zn by P, D by C, and L by D. So these phi is here functional relationship which give the relationship between your coefficient of friction and your different Z. Z is here viscosity. So this is your relation. Next is your how to find out bearing pressure. Okay, so bearing pressure I have already explained. So it is given by the bearing pressure on projected bearing area. So it is equal to load on the journal. How much load will be applied on journal divided by projected area. So projected area is equal to L into D. So what is projected area? Projected area is that area which actually come in contact with each other. So that is known as your projected area. Okay. C is here diametral clearance, and factor Zn by P is known as your bearing characteristics number, and we have already discussed that it is your dimensionless number. Okay. So mu is for design value. Yes, this is very important, right? So for design purpose, what is value of your what is the value of coefficient of friction? So coefficient of friction is given, this is your standard value which is also given in your design data book of sliding contact bearing. So you can directly take from there. Okay, so mu is equal to 33 divided by 10 to the power 8 into Zn by P bracket D by C plus K. Here it's not 108, it's 10 to the power 8. Okay, 10 to the power 8. Okay. Next is your, what is K? K is your factor to correct for end leakage. So we consider end leakage factor is very important because we have to consider there, because we are using lubricant, so lubricant may be leaked out. Okay, so this is very important. So its value is taken at 0.002 for L by D ratio. So here you can see that significance of L by D ratio. So L by D ratio should be ranged from 0.75 to 2.8. If L by D ratio varies in this range, so you can directly take K is equal to 0.002. Thank you. Keep watching.